between 5 AM and 10 AM in the morning. We're going to do some trolling now for some barracuda. We're using this famous lure called the quick spinning minnow. It's probably one of the most aggressive and deep trolling fishing lure available at any good retailer around the Nelson area. As you can see there, the beak there pushes the lure down deep into the water. We've got treble hooks here which can catch up to 6 fish at one time. So with this lure we're going to attach it onto some of our big game reels. The barracuda out of the Nelson Harbour and Nelson area can weigh up to anywhere up to the 300 or 400 pound mark. So you've got to be prepared and ready to strike these big boys. So simply what you do is make sure you put a big trace on. Certainly a big heavy game swivel. I'm using a 60 kilo monofilament line. It's green. I've opted with green today because the water in the Nelson area is a lot greener than down the Sounds, where it's fishing the Sounds for the giant barracuda. Probably going to go with blue monofilament. So Dave, if you want to probably come over this side. Dave's got his lure out, as you can see. He's already spinning that way. You need to make sure you put the line out at least 3 or 4 metres out the back of the boat.
How much do we let it out, Mark?
I'm probably thinking around the 20 metre mark, Dave. Don't want to go too much, too crazy. You've got a good pattern there, mate. It's looking quite good.
Lock it and loaded.
That's a stunning looking rod you've got there, Dave. Can you tell us about the specific details of that rod?
Yeah, it is a blue water deep sea fishing rod, Kevin. It's packing a big Omoto KAM 900H-11.
Oh.
It does have the full strike and free range, and it also is geared. So,
how many gears has it got? Just 5 forward, 1 reverse?
Yes, correct.
Nice. So it's not an automatic then?
No. I got the gold one because it just looks better. It looks like it is gold.
It does look better. That looks awesome.
And with the patented wooden.
The wooden extension handle.
Yes.
Nice. It's a nice touch.
I've gone with a 300 pound braid.
Yeah.
These barracuda can get up to some good weight. And we're working it quite nicely.
So you can see the end here. See that the Rapala's working properly. See how it's shaking in the end. If it's not, you may have caught seaweed, small fish like giant mini bags. So you got to make sure that's trailing. If it's not trailing, moving, you could have caught anything small.
Giant mini bags, are they useful for anything if you do catch one?
They can be good for live baits, for the low-lying turtle in the area.
Yeah.
But you can never quite be sure.
Obviously that's not what we're targeting today.
No.
Well, sounds like some action on the gold Omoto. So what sort of rigging you got there? I see Dave's got the gold Omoto gold plated bloody 5 on the floor.
I've got the Cobra ECS 500.
Oh yeah.
It's new on the market. It's branded from an offshore company called the Offshore Company.
Yeah.
And they make it. And the Cobra's proven in the past to be an effective big game or big barracuda fishing reel.
So specific to the barracuda that we get in this area.
It's designed specifically for large cuda, over the 100 pound mark. You may in this area too is pick up other pelagic species, i.e. the yellowback kingfish, or also its cousin, the yellowtail kingfish. Not many yellowtail around the area, but a lot of yellowback. Yeah. And they're distinctive by the yellow back on them and the yellow tail.
Awesome.
We'll see how we get on and see what's out there. We'll see if we can hook up and get onto some serious hardcore large cuda action.
Nice.
Is this our target species, Mark?
Yeah, it is, Dave. Looks like quite a big Couta, giant Couta.
That's a good fish. That seems to have a little bit more.
Oh no, we've got a cute fish too.
Seems getting it out with the gaff. Seems to have a little bit more life in it than the last Couta we caught, Mark.
Yeah.
Perhaps this is why we don't like catching Coutas on hooks.
This is different from the sounds, Dave, because the water's greener up here. There are different species of barracuda. They're actually the short-tailed barracuda. As you can see from the tail here, well, it's actually a giant short tail. These ones get up to around 500 pounds. This one here I'd say is probably around the 120 pound mark, whereas in other ones we've caught are only been around the 80 pound. It hit pretty hard, and then it sort of slacked off, and I wasn't quite sure what was happening after that point in time. But I put up a good fight and kept me going there on my chair. I thought it'd gone. I thought it was a yellow-backed kingfish actually. But, I tell you, I'm worn out after that.